sunrise is at 5:38 this morning. So I'm just going to head off into the woods. But it is an area that I have filmed them a couple of times before, and I haven't seen deer in a while. So I thought this morning it's a good opportunity to get out, see if we can find them. I'm trying to keep it quiet. Right about now is when the deer are going to start waking up and looking for movement to fields and grazing. I'm sure you can hear this morning cacophony of bird calls this morning, which is truly a delight for the ears. It's quite dark here, looking towards the woods, but quite bright looking towards the fields to my right. I've only got another half a mile, 3/4 of a mile to where I'm going to try and set myself up overlooking a couple of these fields. It's much colder this side of the South Downs. I thought there were deer there already, but no, I don't think so. Right, let's go and set myself up. Well, I've pretty much got myself set up between these two fields. I'm either going to put my poncho up and sit behind that with the lens through the head hole, or I'm just going to move myself back just a bit, just behind this first set of trees. But the time is now 5:41. And there we go. Good out sighting. It's still really quite dark. So I've really got my ISO cranked up. And that certainly isn't any kind of pheasant call. I'm going to assume that someone over this way has got peacocks. They're in the field ahead of us. We have roe deer. There's also fallow deer in this area as well. And I must admit, I haven't been here with the morning deers for a good couple of years. And it's really nice to see. The image quality, unfortunately, is really grainy. But like I said, it is really early still. We've also got a pheasant just off to my left here. And obviously, the morning call of all the birds waking up as the sun rises. The forecast for today is just a little bit overcast, and that's fine, I can live with that. I'd like some nice morning sunlight, but you know, sometimes you just don't get it. But at least today it's not forecast to rain, so I can just take advantage of the fact that myself and all my camera equipment is going to stay dry. As you can see now, they're on the move, just slowly heading from left to right. maybe when they're in the field on the right, it might be a bit closer and we might get some nicer images. Hopefully they're not in a rush to disappear. And it'll be a bit lighter, so I can drop my ISO down a bit. And we can get some nice images. They are currently just sitting in one place. And they have been for nearly 20 minutes now. Something just spooked them. I know that just to the right there's a farmhouse. So I'm going to assume that movement from the farm there's a couple of stragglers. Just about make their heads out. I think they are just the other side of this mound. And now I'm just going to have to keep my fingers crossed that they head back this way. If they've headed off to my left, they've headed north. I've got no chance of seeing them now. But if memory serves me right, in the years that I've been coming here, and sometimes it's the fallow deer, sometimes it's the roe deer, but they always head from the wooded area that's behind me and head for this fielded area where there's 3 fields, and then beyond that it just goes into woodland again. I'd like to see the peacock. There's definitely a peacock. What an amazing sound this morning. Spring is in full flow. All the beech trees and the hazels have all got fresh leaves. All the ferns are beginning to uncurl. The bluebells, strangely enough, already look a little bit sorry for themselves. And the snowdrops are all but finished. It is now 6:45. So sunrise was an hour and a bit ago. And although the roe deer haven't come back yet, I'm still fairly optimistic. Especially as they were startled away. Hopefully they'll still come back in this direction. Well, I brought a flask of coffee with me. I'm going to sit and have a sip. I brought with me today my swivel adjustable seat, which I've had for some years now, and I love it. Three adjustable legs. So if you're on a slight wonk, it doesn't matter. And the fact that it rotates, perfect. I don't know if the microphone's picking up the woodpecker or the pheasant, but the bird sound this morning, magnificent. I don't think the day's going to get any brighter. I think it's just going to stay kind of slightly fairly damp in the air and overcast. But like I said earlier, as long as it doesn't rain, I don't really care. Time for a cuppa. Right, guys and girls, well, it's 5 to 9. And we've had no more activity on the deer front. But I know now, with these track lines that run across just the corner of this field, and the footprints on the muddy bank of the ditch, that this is a daily route. This is a very daily route. We've got some squashed grasses that have been clearly squashed today. So I would imagine that before I got here this morning, which was half an hour or so before sunrise, that they were already active. Now I think with a couple of spots where I'll be more nestled away, and I'll get a good view of this crossing section and this left-hand side field. And it just means having to get here. Maybe if I aim to be here an hour or so before sunrise. And obviously, if I've got the fields in the background, then the isolation of the deer will be that much more. And I'm quite happy to have a little bit of foliage between me and the deer, because I think that adds a bit of kind of dimension to the images. And if you've liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. And if you don't subscribe, I'd love you to. So until next time, thanks for watching. Bye for now.